Hi, it's Jyoti from Special Yoga here. So I had a real feeling to come on live this morning and just share some of the things that have been happening in my little world. And so I have had a very, what feels like quite a challenging, but equally very blessed couple of months with challenges around my home and moving, not moving, moving, not moving, not knowing what I'm doing, and feeling quite destabilised by that experience. Because your home obviously is, where you kind of create your sanctuary at some level, and not knowing whether you're coming, going, what you're doing, how it's working, and it requires. It's quite actually destabilizing, and then it's been a real piece of work to look at how do you really stabilize yourself, or how do I really stabilize me? I can't talk about anybody else. And what is it inside us, and how we can use those challenges as a way to build a home inside ourselves, a really safe place inside ourselves. And I think we think we're safe, and then something challenges us, and we realize we don't feel it fully, or I didn't fully feel safe. And it's been a really interesting journey of just exploring how to really take myself internally to a place of safety. And then what does that mean? Because safety is interesting. I didn't grow up knowing what safety was. So I've had to learn over the years of how to make myself feel safe. And obviously, we put boundaries up around ourselves, and we protect ourselves in order to feel safe. But actually, that doesn't keep us in a way that I want to live, or I want to be. I want to live with an open heart. I want to be able to feel everything and to welcome everything. And of course, you can't do that if you've protected yourself or overprotected yourself in order to feel safe. And so I don't actually think that's what safety is. I think that's what happens then is we take ourselves inside to a place where we just hold our non-safety as opposed to working with it. So it's been a really interesting journey, and I think what it's taken me to, over and beyond knowing how to feel safe in my body, is to trust. And how do we trust, and what do we trust? And I was sharing with my with one of my daughters this week that when I was a young child and there was a fair amount of abuse happening, one of the things that I remembered, and it was what kept me through it anyway, was that I'd been born under this lucky star, and that irrespective of how horrible the experience was, that I was okay, and I was always going to be okay. And I had that connection to something much greater than me. And I think that it's really interesting to look at how we connect with the divine, universal energy, God, call it whatever you want to call it, that actually when we trust it and we let go into it, it gives us a sense of freedom, but it also gives us a sense of safety. And then you can kind of let go of the walls, or I found out I've let go of the walls around my heart, so my body feels more comfortable and I'm softer. And there are moments when I collapse and I disintegrate into heaps of tears, and then I come back out again and I remember that it's okay, and actually I can create a future. And I can also use this time as a blessing to clean up and work with all that old held trauma that I don't need anymore, and that actually I don't want anymore. And as I am preparing to move at some stage, and who knows when, I thought it was going to be several months ago and it's not, that I don't have to take all this with me. And how amazing is that? So I think, all of these challenges that we are encountering, and so many people have got challenges at the moment, we're really being pushed to really work with all the kind of internal holding that holds us back, actually, that we use to protect ourselves and keep ourselves safe. But actually it doesn't, it holds us as a prisoner. And I don't want to be a prisoner anymore. I want to be free. And I want a future of freedom, real freedom. And I've always yearned for freedom. I've yearned for freedom physically, hence I've traveled all over the place. I've yearned for freedom internally, externally. And so that journey continues. And I feel like this time offers us a greater opportunity to freedom. And that freedom brings love, brings a sense of real love for yourself, love for the connection of the divine, allowing that love to pour through you. It's all about love. It's always all about love, actually. It just comes in different forms. So my wish for everybody today is that we, and for always actually, and for myself, is that we can maintain contact with that part of ourselves that allows us to feel that love and resonate with that love, sit with that love and trust it, because actually the love of the divine is always there. My back is always held. It always has been. I just forget. And may we all be reminded, because that's where safety exists and that's where we can grow and learn from. Have a beautiful Saturday, everybody.